Okay, welcome to the March edition of our Talking Tech Recap. I am Derek Brigette. I'm going to send it around. We're going to introduce all of our four others that are here, and we'll start with Valerie. Go ahead, Valerie.
Hi, I'm Valerie. I'm Technology Coordinator at Fort Wayne Community Schools. Glad to be here with everybody.
Matt.
Matt Brandenberger, Elementary Tech Coordinator for FWCS.
All right. Amanda.
Amanda Wollicott. I'm an instructional coach and student interventionist at Scott Academy.
All right. And Erica.
I'm Erica Grove. I'm the instructional coach at Shambaugh Elementary School.
All right, so I think what we'll do is Valerie will start off with some things that you presented at the North Talking Tech. So why don't you go ahead and take it away, Valerie?
All right, I'm going to do a screen share here if I can figure out what screen I want to go to. Let's see if that's correct or not. Can you all see that slide?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
All right. I talked about 3 new apps in the app portal: Shobi, Videolicious, and TelecomMe. Shobi, I really like this app. I think it's really powerful and has a lot of application for elementary. It allows you to have a near paperless classroom. And it's so simple, even little guys can do it. I did it today with first graders, and they just caught on right away. And the thing that is so wonderful about it is that it is seamless in the way, for instance, if you do a keynote, when you're ready to send that keynote back to Shobi for the teacher to pick up, you just click the share button and Shobi shows up as a choice. It's just a really nice app. It's in the app portal now and can be downloaded for use with students. We also talked about Videolicious. If you like using iMovie, Videolicious is similar. Only the student only gets 60 seconds of video time, which means they really have to focus the content to tell the story. But it has the same kind of look from iMovie. You can add voice to it. You just drop the pictures in the order you want to talk about it, voice over, add your music, and you're done. Wonderful, slick as a whistle. Then the last one we did was TelecomMe, and this is such a fun app. It allows you to create an avatar, and then you drop the avatar onto a background, and the avatar tells a story. You can put yourself in the role of a character in a story and tell the story as a character, and it allows shy students an opportunity to have a voice. So the whole topic of our Talking Tech was letting students show what they know.
Hey, Valerie, was TelecomMe similar to Story Creator?
No, Story Creator, lets you go in and build the story. TelecomMe, you get a very short clip of time. It's I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 seconds, so it's very short, and it's your avatar the whole time talking. It's not a story that you create. It's you giving information as an avatar. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Got the page of resources up. I can do a quick screenshot so you can see the avatar.
Yeah, show us.
Okay, hang on. See this right here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can see that.
Okay. So that's you, your person, and you can either record your voice or you can type in and it'll do text to voice.
Right.
But this is just a idea page I found for that app. So. Okay.
All right.
We had one of our principals, when we showed this at a principals meeting, immediately took it back to his staff and did a really creative telegami that he shared with his teachers and that they were sending out, and it was really well done. So very simple, easy to pick up, and a really cool app.
And his avatar really looks like him, and in 90 seconds he told his staff what was going on for the week, and he did a QR code and put the QR code in his weekly bulletin. And then the staff opened the TelecomMe that way. It was just a wonderful use of technology.
Good. All right. Well, Valerie, are you ready for me to share mine?
Yeah, go for it, Derek.
All right. I sure will. Get this pulled up. And I think, Valerie, you might still be on screen share yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me.
No, you're all
Holding the
right.
show. How about
No, you're
that?
right.
That's good. I was trying to figure
Yep.
out what I did, and it was you.
All right. So can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay.
And Derek, I think Brenda might have just joined us. Brenda,
Yeah,
are
I
you?
see Brenda.
I finally found you.
Yay!
Welcome.
Welcome to our hangout.
Yeah, awesome.
Brenda,
You're
we're
looking at
just
my
kind of.
wall.
Oh, nice. We'd love to see your face, but the
Yeah.
wall will
Okay,
do as
there you
well.
go.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh,
She's
there
on
she
now.
is. So Brenda, what we're doing is just kind of sharing what we had talked about at our Talking Tech sessions the last couple weeks or so. And so Valerie went first and shared the 3 different apps that she did, and Derek was getting ready to go as well. So if you have anything to interject in from a principal standpoint, we'd love to hear any of your thoughts as well.
Most excellent.
All right. So I'll go to, again, what kind of the things that I shared. We started off with Matt kind of went through and talked about educations and the focus for the third quarter. Went through as just a recap to refresh the teachers that were at the Talking Tech in March. And then I went straight into Remind. I don't know if any of you use Remind, heard of Remind or whatnot, but I
I was gonna do Remind as a thing with my staff, but it ended up not working out. But I did share it with some of the staff, and I really liked the concept of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found it to be, I mean, a huge, huge time saver for me as a teacher, to be honest. It just a really easy way to communicate with parents. And I would have to think principals, I mean, I would think anybody that needs to communicate with a group of people could use it, and it's extremely, extremely convenient. So I just went through the different steps. I talked to them about some statistics as far as cell phone and data usage and whatnot, and it was pretty interesting. All this I pulled from the Remind website. So again, it's all on the Weebly side as well. So if you want to go back and look at any specific slides, but I talked to the teachers about how to sign up for Remind. I talked about the different steps and what it's used for, and basically all it really is you have 140 characters to send a text message to parents about, well, for me as a teacher, to parents about something that's coming up. For example, we had a field trip today, so I sent out a message last night reminding parents and kids that they needed to bring a sack lunch for the field trip. So it was one of those where it's just a quick reminder, and I've found as easy as it is for people to check email, that they don't always check emails. So our text message they normally would check almost no matter what. So I just went through and showed them how to actually sign up, and then also we did a little demonstration on what it would look like. So that was the first thing, and the second thing I went through after we demonstrated that, the next thing we went to was iMovie and trailers. We really kept it simple, and we didn't go on to creating a full iMovie. I didn't want to overwhelm anybody that hadn't seen it, and just talked about how to create trailers and short 1-minute videos. I showed them a few things, a few that I had found online. Actually, they're on the Weebly site, as a matter of fact, and some resources and whatnot, and how to get to those. And also, I went ahead and created an iMovie trailer off of what we had done before, the Remind app. So just sort of tied it all together. And again, I went through and just pointed out some specific things in my slides, and then the demonstration we went through, and I showed them how to make that happen. So, and then I referenced the Weebly site, and again, it's all there. Matt has put that on the Weebly site for anybody that needs to access any of that information and resources. And Matt, if you have any comments about things that were said since you were there as well.
Yeah, well, Derek did a great job with the presentation. I did like the way he kind of tied in the iMovie trailer then with the Remind app as well. So he kind of showed Remind through an iMovie trailer just to show how easy it is to to do a trailer just by pulling pictures from Remind site or just, kind of batch photos as well. So I don't know, Derek, if you can link any of that, or if, I know it's on the Weebly site like you mentioned, but is there a way that you could just put up the URL, or do you have a short URL for it if people want to pull up your presentation?
Are you? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me put that up.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
it
can
was on my.
easily do that or not.
Yeah, it was on the first slide, so I can bring that right back
Okay,
up.
yeah, maybe just bring that first slide back up, so if anybody's watching the video and wants to go straight to that, they can.
So, can you see my screen at the
Yep.
moment?
Goo.gl.
Yeah.
Could see it. Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, it was.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really liked Remind especially, and I completely agree with you. Just the power of that. Anybody who has a group of people that they lead, whether or not they're a teacher with their students or a principal with their teachers, it's just such an easy way to send text messages out. It's essentially what all of the school systems use for sending out 2-hour delay and cancellation notices. The way you sign up is just the way you'd sign up for receiving those text alerts. So,
Matt, we could have used that for changing the tech coordinator meeting.
There you go. We could have gotten the word out even better.
That might be a better idea.
Yeah. I was going to I took the Remind. I don't know if you knew this, Derek, or not, but after seeing that, I wanted to post something with my new blog that I started. So I'll just do my little shameless plug for my new blog. It's 54Tech, and I'll share that here. And the whole idea that I'm trying to do with 54Tech is this idea that just in 5 minutes you can learn to do anything technology-wise. So here's the address here at the top, 54tech.blogspot.com. Is everybody able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my latest one on Remind Rocks, and just did I'm trying to keep these at 5 minutes, but as I learned from my first great principal, who's also like me and can be a little wordy sometimes. We won't name names, though. But
Brown noser.
But I couldn't quite get this one in within 5 minutes, but it's about 6 or 7 minutes long, and kind of steps you through how simple it is to get started with it. On their website, they even say 15 seconds you can learn how to do it. So here's the link for that. If you go to 54tech.com, you can watch that little 5 to 7 minute video in order to see what it's all about.
Now, is that one, Matt, that you actually made yourself?
Yeah, I just put that together myself. So,
good.
But you inspired me, Derek, so I appreciate you showing us.
All right.
So can I jump in there and shamelessly plug my blog?
Yeah,
Please
go ahead.
do.
Please do.
All right. Can you see that? Can you see my screen?
I do not see your screen. I see you.
I see you.
That is because I've done something wrong. Here we go. How about that? Can you see it now?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
My blog is Talking Tech in Elementary, and both of our blogs can be accessed from the Weebly homepage. I did Shelby, and I as well did a little tutorial, and I'm even wordier than Matt. I took 13 whole minutes, but that's because there's so much you can do with Shelby. So I wanted people to have the opportunity to have that tutorial the same shortly after we had done the Talking Tech. And then before that, I had kind of done a little entry on the 3 apps on EduCreations and Screenshot and Videolicious. So Matt and I will be posting this type of information weekly. So it's a good opportunity for people to sign up, join our blog, and get timely information.
Good. And can we hold you to once a week?
At least.
We're trying to. Friday's our typical blog day, or at least that's my blog day. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, I think we're going to shoot for that. You might, if we can get a break over spring break, though, we'd appreciate that.
At least Matt, he's actually going away.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
I may blog from Florida. I could come up with a little bit.
Yeah. Great.
Well, Erica, are you with us now? I saw that you were
Yes,
disconnected.
I don't know what happened when you were talking. It was all goofy, and I but I'm back.
Okay.
That happens a lot when I talk.
Do you have your screen available to share?
Yes.
Your website or your hashtags, I should say.
Let's get this rolling
Okay.
here.
So I think what we'll do now is we'll send it to Erica. Erica is going. She is our master Twitter.
That's master is a relative. Maybe the master of a few people that we. Okay, there is a man on Twitter. His handle is @Cybraryman, and he has resources for all kinds of technology things. But these are his educational Twitter hashtags. So if you want to chat about any of these things, you type in the hashtag, and everyone who's talking about their account month in the chat. So for instance, tonight at 7 o'clock was the Ed Chat.
I think
Ed
we
Chat.
might be losing you.
That was tonight at 7 o'clock, and the topic was about professional learning and finding your own professional learning. So all of these different, there are hundreds of these. And when you follow a hashtag, and you want to be a part of the conversation, when you click on compose for your tweet, it automatically puts the hashtag in, so you don't have to type that part. And you can just say what you want to say and hit send, because it goes really, really fast when people are chatting on Twitter. But there are all kinds of things. Some of my favorites are TLAP Chat, which is Teach Like a Pirate. That one's on Monday night. Awesome. The Ed Chat one it's periodically throughout the week. And then there's a Sat Chat for everyone who's a glutton for punishment. It's at 7:30 on Saturday morning. But there are people from all around the world that do these chats. Educators from all over the world.
What's the one that happens on Friday? You know, anybody
Valerie,
know?
I can tell you're asking me something, but
Yeah, Eric, I think yours is kind of cutting out. Valerie, I'm not sure which one on Friday you're referring to. One of the major ones you were.
It's 2 F's in a row. I can't remember.
The only thing I can hear is not like you guys are in a can. I'm sorry.
All right, that's all right.
Let me exit and try to get back in and see if I can hear you.
Well, she does that. One thing I was going to mention is the URL's too long to probably share right here, but if you do a Google search for Twitter for beginners in education, there's a really good website. It's at educatorstechnology.com, and it's a whole page kind of dedicated to people getting started with Twitter, because I'm sure some people who watch this will have no idea what a hashtag even is. So that's a good place to start. Yeah, for the power of Twitter, especially in education, because that list that Erica showed is, I mean, huge. But there are tons of resources and information that you can get just through Twitter. Is Erica back with us?
Kind of.
We need to get Erica a new access point, I think, at her house. Maybe we can put FWCS technology on that.
Yeah, there you go.
She must live out in the boonies.
Yeah.
You there, Erica? All right, I'd say let's move on then, Derek.
Okay. Yeah, well, Amanda, I don't mean to leave you out here. You have anything you need to anything you want to share?
I went to Ed Camp Indy this summer, and I went to a couple things with just speaking about Twitter and how to use it, because I was scared of Twitter, still kind of but my friend, she's like, you need Twitter to use in education. So I actually networked with a few people through Twitter this summer at Ed Camp Indy, and got a couple good ones. I used the EdTech hashtag. There's some good stuff regarding technology in Twitter. So I always pull that up, and you can get some good apps and things to use. But so I am using Twitter now. It's still kind of scary, but there are some good things with it. And as far as iMovie goes, to kind of piggyback, our teacher has been using iMovie for a couple of years now, and they're really good at the book trailers. I did offer a training back in December when I was at school, and it was a good response for the new teachers, so they really like using it for book trailers and, you know, simple things to get kids engaged. So, but I do like the new apps that Valerie was talking about. I feel kind of out of the loop, so I'm eager to get back and start playing around with things.
Yeah.
I'm eager for you to get back too.
I'm sure everybody is. Medical
How about
leave.
you, Brenda? Do you have anything to throw into the foray for today? Can you hear us, Brenda?
Oh, yes, you come in and out. I haven't signed off, but I've been kicked off about 3 times, so I just keep signing back in.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Excuse me. Thank you.
Brenda, from a principal's perspective, is there anything that you see especially that would be helpful, or you see in your school that you really have thought was beneficial for other educators to replicate?
Well, I think we are just coming around. Valerie comes, thank God, every, 2 weeks. It's been a while since, but usually when she comes, people start using everything in their classroom only after they've been taught by Val. I don't have a lot of people going out trying to find new things. And then always the application for me is, how can I use it so that the teachers will use it? So I did use, oh, Valerie, what's the name of it? Not Egg Creations, maybe, yeah, Egg Creations, and we did an activity where they had to look at the SIP, and they had to do just a T-chart of what those different SIP items look like, and just using it with them was my own stretch in terms of, if I use it and make them use it, then it's going to be a lot easier for them to go into the classroom and use it. So that's why I'm here, just to hear more ideas so I can figure out how to apply it from, the principal to the teachers, so it's just how we do business, because then it would be a lot easier for them to do it in the classroom.
And you were late coming into our principals meeting, Brenda, when we did the flipped PL in our principals meeting. I think that's part of, bless you, I think that's part of our goal, to try to start blending some technology into the principals meeting to kind of give those things to you so that you can roll it back to your staff, and the staff see you doing it, then they'll be able to roll it down to their classroom. So it's all part of our cruel and evil plan.
I think it's a good plan.
Oh, good to hear it.
Well, I guess with that, if anybody else has anything they'd like to say, I think we could probably end it there, unless anybody has any other shameless plugs. But
no, I think that's it. As always, check out the Weebly site for lots of postings and the presentations that both you and Valerie and Fran had put together. So.
Okay. And once again, thanks for joining us for the Talking Tech. This was our March edition. Bye-bye.